It is, it's a life-changing thing. I mean, to lose the ability to get an erection is a very psychologically hard thing for a man to cope with. And to get it back again is just wonderful.
되찾을 인생의 봄. 내가 경험한 팽창강 임플란트.
So, it's been 11 months now.
11 months, yes.
How have you been, sir?
I have been very well. The first 2 months a little bit uncomfortable, and I mentioned very difficult to get the bandages in Australia.
Oh.
I couldn't get the same kind, only gauze. I wish I'd taken more from here. So if you have other overseas people, I suggest they take more bandages. But other than that, it was very good.
Yeah.
Appreciated the one time I had a question that we telephoned and got the answer on the phone, and I had a swelling, which was a fluid build up, and they told me how to get rid of it, and everything was fine then. So very happy, thank you.
Good to hear that. So, how long the pain last after the surgery?
I wouldn't say it was pain, it was discomfort.
Discomfort.
I got back to exercising. I was walking within 2 or 3 days. After a week I was walking 10,000 steps. No trouble. I was a little careful going up and down stairs. That was a little bit uncomfortable. The ball sack was very blue, very ugly, but and that took a long time to fade away, but it wasn't sore.
When did you start to using it? I'll say engaging in intercourse.
Well, I started using the pump to about 3 weeks, I think.
You did.
And the first sexual intercourse was after 5 weeks. No problems.
No problems.
Absolutely excellent. Since I started pumping it, I've put it up almost every day, just to keep it in cycling.
Good.
And getting used to it, and I'm very comfortable with it now.
The length right after the surgery was 11.5.
Yeah.
And 4 weeks after, when you measured, it was 9. So 2.5 centimeter decrease.
Yeah.
And it's been a year, but still the length is 9.
Yeah.
Which means that there is a good chance that if you keep exercising, it will get better over the time.
Okay.
So I want you to keep your exercise for the next year and a half.
Yeah. Okay.
So I have some patients who's in 20s, 30s, or 40s.
Yeah.
They're pretty young.
Yeah.
So they have a more chance to use the implant. And what's interesting is that I haven't seen any for the past decade, any young patients having a mechanical failure. However, those patients who have a mechanical failure is usually in their 60s or 70s. After the surgery, they play it for a while, and then they forgot about it.
Yeah.
So
after
6 months later or 2 years later, they try to cycle the device. They can't really pump it up properly.
Yes.
So seems like some surgeons thought that using it less will be protective or for its mechanical, property. On the other hand,
I think
actual finding is that if you use more frequently, seems like it has a protective effect on the mechanical failure. So I want you to keep cycling it, even though you do not engage in the sexual intercourse. But use it for now, for the next year and a half, you do it every day. But after that, maybe once in 2 or 3 days at least.
Yeah. It feels comfortable as well. So if I go 2 days without doing it, I feel as though I need to do it.
Good.
Yeah, and so I fairly regularly.
Seems like if you don't use it for a while, let's say several months, then patients kind of overforce the pump to start or cycle the device.
Yeah.
I guess that may be the reason why the tubing was fractured or something like that. Might be a reason why.
Yeah.
So.
But I think some tubing it gets stiff if it's not flexing all the time.
Who knows? But
it could be.
It should be cycled so that it won't be stuck.
Yeah.
So that's what I suspect.
Yeah.
For now, you are in great shape.
Yeah.
And I guess you have no objection with that. Nobody will object with that.
I'm smiling. I'm smiling. No, you got my life back, really.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure.
Well, it is. It's a life-changing thing. I mean, to lose the ability to get an erection is a very a very psychologically hard thing for a man to cope with, and to get it back again is just wonderful.
Does anybody tell you that you look younger?
Well, my wife does.
Your wife does. In my eyes, you look younger.
I have to dye my hair as well. Otherwise I'd be a pretty grey by now. But that's all right. I mean, it's,
So, I mean, over the time, what I really found out is that a chronological age and the physical age seems to be quite different after the age of the 65.
You know, I think it depends on your home situation. I mean, a lot of people, by the time they have their prostate removed, you know, being married for maybe 30, 40 years, their sex life is finished. I was fairly early into a new relationship, so that's very different.
It seems like your, physical age is much younger than your chronological age.
Oh yeah, I don't feel 77. I feel much younger. Yeah.
Well,
but I exercise all the time.
You're in shape.
I look after myself. So, yeah.
I mean, that's the reason why I like this surgery, because it's not like a life or death thing, but it does have a huge impact on one's life.
Oh, it's enormous. Enormous. Yes. Best thing I did was finding you, sir. Thank you very much.
Pleasure is mine. Anyway, thanks for visiting to us.
So I don't know when I'll be coming to Korea next, but you know, up to now we come roughly once a year, either for a short visit or a longer one. Do you need me to keep coming back for a check, or?
It's up to you, sir. Whenever you want, you can come here. And if you have any question, just like before, just let me know. To be honest with you,
if there's no problems, there's probably no need.
After like 2 or 3 months of exercising, patients use their device much better than us. So at that point, they really do not need to come here back. But I urge them to come back after 6 months later to check out how the surgery affected the person's mentality or. This surgery is not for the physical thing.
It's
more for the well-being, and it has a huge impact on the human's mind, man's mind. So that's what I want to see. Because if that person looks happy, means that I did a good job. If he doesn't, I didn't.
Well, out of 100, I give you 110. Okay. Thank you. That's lovely to see you.